All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first, I think, yeah, it's the first live stream of September. Fall is already here. And that's actually where I am. It's kind of starting to get cool. But on the stage with me, I have the usuals, Blarg, Ook, and Stevo. We actually won't have Neo. Neo said he probably won't be able to join. And the person that we were going to have as a guest, the Orange Unit, he had something come up, so he won't be able to join this time, but he will be able to hopefully join us next time, next week. We may have another guest coming on. He has a YouTube channel called Atheist 101, but he said he won't be able to join us early, but maybe later on.
That's fine.
So before we get started, we have a special appearance from Ook, who had been
Oh,
missing for
sod
the
off, you
last few
bastard.
weeks. How is everything going now? It sounds like things are better for you.
Yeah, they just had to muck around with my pain medication, and it sent me a bit. Yeah, side effects. All the side effects like nausea, double vision, um, vertigo. Yeah, they got it settled now, but it means I got to shave more patches of hair on me because the patch or the subdermal morphine patch on mine is twice as large as the other one.
Oh boy.
So it's sort of like, oh shit. And you got to, when you stick it onto your skin, you got to like trim the hair a week before you put it on because you can't actually shave because any nicks or anything in that can get your you can deliver more morphine than it's supposed to. So it's one of those things. And I forgot anyone who has to stick on one of those, any sort of subdermal patch, go to the pharmacy and just get the normal old-fashioned steroid Ventolin inhaler and spray that on your skin where you're going to put the patch, let it dry, and then put the patch on. It stops the glue that they're using often causes skin irritations, like severe skin irritations.
Yeah.
So that's a little trick. But yeah, pretty good. And hey, I was going to ask Blarg.
Yeah.
Have your house underneath? Have you tongue and grooved all underneath as well?
Sorry.
Your house is a high set, Queensland. When you showed your aquarium.
Oh, okay. No, that's the roof.
Oh,
it's a tongue and groove ceiling. Absolute bastard of a job.
Oh,
so you paint that.
Me, what? 14 or 18 foot high?
No. It's only that's about 10 and a half, I think.
Oh, that's all right. But that's a ceiling. Yeah, you poor bastard. I was going to say it looks really nice. All right. Sorry about that, people. I just like, I like the way that Australia's built their house, or used to anyway. And Blarg's got a nice one. Okay, that was me.
All right. Well, how about the rest of you guys? How are you guys doing, Steve-O, Blarg? Oh, Blarg, you're telling me about the birthday cake thing.
Yeah. So today is my stepniece's birthday. She turns 10, and it's been a running thing for a while. That started about probably 8 years ago. With just some banter with the youngest one of the nephews, asking him what he wanted for his birthday, and he's like, oh, I don't know. So we suggested maybe we'll just get him a turd burger, and then after he left, my wife and I were having a little bit of a giggle over that, and I thought, we could actually make that. So we did.
Boy.
We made, but they were actually sweet buns, so they're brioche rolls, and the turds were actually made out of blended pistachios and dates, and it had sheets of cheese, which were just frosting sort of stuff that had been coloured up, and mustard, which was coloured cream, and raspberry coulis as tomato sauce. So they were super sweet, but delicious, but looked absolutely appalling. So that joke has been running with us for years. So we do assorted things. So I thought I'll show a couple of things. So this is the cake share. So that's the cake I made for the birthday today. Can we see it?
Okay, it's coming up.
There we go.
What the fuck?
It's a obviously a fly agaric mushroom. I thought it'd be appropriate. She's a little shit. Actually, weirdly, she just broke her arm 2 days ago,
Ooh.
which is hilarious. But yeah, a bit of a running joke between us. But yes, I'm just going to give her a tiny little cupcake and tell her she's been a shit of a kid, so she only gets one cupcake, and then go, "No, we're just going to poison you with a mushroom." So yeah, that's what I made. So that's that one.
Blood's going to be a mushroom killer, a second mushroom killer in Australia.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So
Excuse me.
see if I can share. What else have I got? Window. This one, I'll make it larger. That I made for my for the younger one, the Turd Burger kid's 18th birthday, a couple of months ago. So, can we see that?
It's not coming up yet.
Okay, why did it
Okay, there you go.
disappear?
Oh, there it is.
Wow, that looks horrible.
It does.
Yeah, it's terrible. So, yeah, black
Actually,
chocolate eat
You
Black
did well.
around the outside of a forest fruits cheesecake.
Well, that does sound good,
So-
though.
So yes, we've done a few things over the years. I'll just show one more while I'm at it. Get rid of that one and share screen window. I'll share that one. So when that one comes up, add to stage. There we go. This we have themed years. So this year's it's been cupcakes. So done a
That's
couple of
a
cupcakes.
big
in
ass
one.
cupcake.
But no, this particular one was from some years ago. The kid behind is now 20. He was about 15 there, I think. But that year it was things that look like what they are. So that's a carrot cake in the shape of a carrot.
Well, you can't get more literal than that.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, because the year before that we had things that weren't what they seemed, like the turd burgers weren't what they seemed, and the we also had a cake that was actually a meatloaf. So I'd made a meatloaf and then iced it with mashed potato and put candles in it. So yeah, just stupid shit like that. But yes, Mrs. has come home and the dog's off barking in the background. So if you're wondering what that's about, so there we go. That's my little fun and games for today.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
I'll have to see if I
All
got.
right.
No, it's on the other computer. I did when I got out of hospital after I'd had an artificial joint put in the neck. I wanted to do some sort of physical therapy, so I made a 4 foot high Probably foot round paper mache dick.
Right?
Yeah, my uncle's got it at the moment. I gave it to him, but yeah, I just decided to make something to, sit in the passenger seat as you go through checkpoints or whatever. Seatbelt on it. I'll bring it up. I got it on the old computer. I'll do it for next week. It'll be fun.
Did you have enough material for that?
Yeah. Actually, did I chicken wire? I used ropes for the vanes and string for the smaller vanes. Didn't bother putting hair on it though. It sort of ended up looking more like a Dalek. But yeah, it was fun at parties.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I even had to put a handle on it because it was awkward to carry around because I varnished the whole lot.
Well, that gives a whole new meaning to the word hand job.
Yeah. All right. I'm going back to popping pills. Does anyone else cut themselves when they go to get pills out of the packaging nowadays? The thin alfoil?
You must have a different type of packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you guys get them all in those bloody pill tins? Or do you have them in blister pack style things? How's because we only ever see movies showing the orange bottles.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we still get them in.
That's madness because it's so easy to get the wrong medication.
Oh yeah,
and get it dispensed the wrong one. Ours comes in packets, like they're little blister packs of plastic with a foil backing on them. You pop the tablet through, and it's got the name of the tablet written all over the.
We do have those too, but but that comes prepackaged. Doesn't get done by the pharmacy.
Yeah, no, nothing gets done by the pharmacy in Australia. Almost nothing at all, ever.
Gotcha. Okay.
We got it. If you want like a steroid cream or something like that, you actually have to go looking for a pharmacy that does mixes up that still has the facilities that they can actually mix up their own creams.
Wow, they actually have their own facilities for that. Wow.
Yeah,
I think that's a little bit different. I know it's not called pharmacists, but there are places in the States where they'll make up like certain pills for
compounding.
Yeah, compounding. That's right. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, those exist here too. I know you guys were able to get some medications recently, but that stopped now that are on that are really highly held under patent, but they were declared as national emergency or something. When that happens, I think you're allowed to compound it.
Yeah.
So do you actually get cut by those?
Yeah, we can't. Can't hear you.
The ones I use.
You have to unmute. You're on.
There, got it.
Okay.
Yeah, these things are alfoil, and if you get them in the wrong spot, you end up cutting your fingers. So I pop out all my pills and decant them into a big thing, but I always make sure I got
something around it. Yeah, like
that.
Yeah, for us, it's too thin to actually get cut by.
Yeah, because I never had that happen, so I can't say.
Sometimes I just get it like they maybe put an extra thick layer of alfoil on. It depends. But that's paracetamol 4 and the oxycodone. These buggers, trying to get them out of the packet, you really do cut yourself up. So I just decant everything. It makes it a lot easier. And every time I play with my cat, the new cat, that's what happens.
I got a constant scratch across my wrist from one of my cats. Every time I pick up to throw it out, he always puts his back paw right in my ribs and gashes me every time.
The same spot, yeah. Oh, look, See, I trimmed the beard a bit.
A little bit.
Little bit. It's got a nice handle.
Yeah, I just shaved my head and beard off entirely, so I'm bald and clean shaven right now.
Yeah, tilting. That's it. That's yeah. You know, you take 6 lots of different type pills, and you got to pop them out of the bloody package all the time. You end up little paper cuts you don't notice until you have a shower. You know, fucking awful. All right, back to Steve.
Okay. I'm just gonna say my week's just been like any other week. Nothing special. Back and forth to work, getting through the week. Though I do have some relatively good news about my mother. I told you a while back she's been dealing with some pain and all that, serious pain in her legs. They finally figured out that it is her back. She has a slipped disc in her lumbar part of her spine, and it's slipped enough that it's affecting the nerves that run down to her left leg, which is causing so much of that pain. They're probably they can't do surgery on her right now, but they are Monday they are gonna put her under and shoot up with some steroid shots right to that spot to help ease the pain. Hopefully she'll be able to start getting around better and be able to do more. So that's what we're hoping.
Yeah, tell her to if she's never had CT guided steroid injections into the back, she might want to take a Valium before they do it, because it can be a bit freaky, because if they hit the right spot, the pain will increase.
That's
and as soon as they, it's just uncomfortable to lie on the table and being slid in and slid out, because they got to adjust it a few times.
Well, I think they're gonna sedate her.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, but yeah, better off having mild sedation with those things.
Yeah,
unless you've had them a lot.
Yeah, but she's gonna be put under sedation first, then they're gonna inject her.
Sweet.
Yeah. Hopefully this will help her get around better, because right now the way she walks, she looks like she's hunchbacked because she has to put all her weight in the other leg to walk, really. And it looks like she's leaning over sideways while walking almost, because she can't put any weight on that left leg.
Another thing, I know it sounds strange, but tell her to increase fiber or take a fiber tablet or something, because, trying to have a bowel movement when you have a lumbar spine compression, you can pass out, from the pain. So
she has complained about being a lot while using the bathroom. So I'll pass that message on to her.
Yeah, I don't know what brands you have over there, Metamucil or something like that.
Yeah, we do have Metamucil and all that. Yes.
Yeah, I take one of those fizzy Barocca sort of things that fizz up and mix up the Metamucil, and that tastes a lot better. Psyllium husk. That's it. You can buy it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let her know about that. All right.
Yeah.
Don't make the mistake though of psyllium husk jellifies. Don't make the mistake of trying to get psyllium. Like if you mix it quickly into a very small amount of water and then put it in, you can turn it into a solid lump of concrete in your guts. Ooh. And then bad things happen. Make sure there's heaps of water.
Make sure it's just a little bit with a lot of water.
If you let it sit for a little while, it'll turn into a gel. And if it's a very small amount of water, that gel is concrete. People have had to have surgery to remove chunks of it.
Oh.
But otherwise, if you don't jam it down like that, stuff's excellent.
Okay. I'll pass that on to her.
I got a couple other little pickies. That's a croquembouche I made for a friend, not for a nephew or a niece. So they're profiteroles with spun sugar on them. And that I'll share one more. that into stage. And this is for the same niece. This is a
Oh,
little.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
that's cute.
yeah,
I guess
that's,
that is
that's
cute.
pretty nice.
Let me just do a little thing with it where they get off to. Up here. It has a little bit of motion. So, yeah, little seashore with jelly on top. So, yeah, it's been a running project. So, I thought I'll add those ones as well. I will see if I can find the turd burgers though, and I might pop them up later.
I do want to see that just for the hell of it.
All right.
Right.
So for the topic today, I did want to discuss a couple of things. Hopefully, we'll have Atheist 101 coming on later. But in the meanwhile, I had kind of a back and forth just today on this guy who was very much trying to make an argument that prayers work. So I thought it'd be a good topic for us to discuss about prayers. I think we all know that there is quite a bit of scientific backing that prayers don't work, at
You got
least
to show
intercessory prayers.
you got to
Yeah.
show his profile so we can all read.
Oh, his profile. Okay.
Yeah,
Manny Jones. He's a born again from above elect son of God that's preaching, teaching, evangelizing the Lord Jesus Christ for God's remnant according to his grace. I did invite
at
him.
the cross 2,000 years ago.
What the?
That's where he is. That's the
Yeah.
location. Although, well, anyway.
Is he Jesus reborn?
What was that?
Is he Jesus reborn?
He could be. He could be. We never know.
You never know.
Is Manessa like some kind? Is there some significance, or I'm not sure where that name comes from.
Manessa, that sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
Yeah, because I just I've seen it in a few places, so I thought there was some kind of relevance to it. But anyway, yeah. So his argument is this: that there's 100% success rate. Well, it said. So this guy, it started with this guy who said he's never once lost a theological argument to an atheist, and I never will. And both these guys claim that atheists don't exist. So it's kind of weird.
That would work then, because he's never found one to argue with, so he can't have
That's
lost an
true.
argument.
That's true.
Yeah,
He
you can't.
hasn't
That is
lost
solid
to an
logic.
atheist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely
Simple
solid
logic, people.
So I basically said, kind of sarcastically, of course, that, oh, that's like how prayer is 100% effective. That's why only children in the cancer wards in America are kids whose parents couldn't donate enough to their local mega pastor. So he wants to, so he doesn't, like, he'll kind of deflect on this. So he kind of says things that really aren't, addressing what I said. So he says it's kind of nonsensical stuff that's not related. So I just basically say, okay,
Anthony Robbins.
Yeah, you guys know Anthony Robbins, right?
I've heard the name, but I'm not that familiar with him.
You're lucky.
He was in a movie where he was playing himself. What was it?
He also goes by the name
something
20.
about Mary? No, is it? No.
No. I don't know. I'm not familiar.
can't
I've heard the
remember.
name, but I can't place it right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was like religious. But anyway, so I kept on the argument of the effectiveness of prayer. Are you blaspheming and claiming it's not 100% effective? And says Christ's faith never fails achieving His will. And I keep pointing out that if it is the case where you can, if God answers your prayers, there shouldn't be any kids dying of cancer. And he then kind of equivocates on later on about what
Mm.
work means. So he makes another argument. Okay, so this is where it gets okay. Sure, they work if they're aligned with God's will. So you're not God, so your will or the desire of your will, since you're a created being, doesn't dictate the governance of creation, which isn't
It's
what
funny,
I'm saying, right?
it's funny
Your
how that's
submission.
not what it says in the Bible. The Bible says if you want it, you pray for it, you get it.
Yes,
It doesn't
right.
say if you want it, and it's the same thing God wants, and you pray
Yeah.
for it, you get it, because then you don't need to pray for it, you're getting it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I think in the Bible it basically says, whatever you want, you can pray for it, and
Yeah.
I think on one verse it's about if you have like 2 people or something, if you have
Yeah,
enough people.
And in another one where it doesn't even bother that.
Yeah. So according to the Bible, if you pray for it, you'll get it, right? If you are a person of faith, as long as you ask your God with sincerity, you'll get it. But this idea that it'll work if they're aligned with God's will, on its face is so ridiculous, because what it entails is that if it doesn't come true, it's because it's not in alignment with God's will. So if you pray, and if you have a sick child and you pray for that sick child to be cured or healed, and it doesn't work out, it's because God's will was for that kid to be sick, and if they die, eventually to die.
Which just shows
So
that God is not benevolent.
right, what it means is that
Oh,
God
no,
is an
no.
evil God.
No,
Was that
mysterious ways.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah, that works. That works.
Yeah, but ultimately it comes down to everything in the state of the current world is that way because it aligns with God's will, right? Although I guess the other thing is like, why even pray if whatever you pray will quote unquote work if they're aligned with God's will? So it's
Yeah.
going to be the case whether you pray or not, it's going to be the same.
Yeah.
So Craig says
what I was saying.
biblically, he can confirm he is talking nonsense.
That's obvious.
Which reminds me, the guy that used to call into the Atheist Experience, where he said everything biblically. He hasn't called in, has he?
They
Yeah, for a while. Oh, they banned him, maybe.
They banned him.
Yeah, they banned him.
Yeah, probably.
I think if you type in biblically on the line, you'll get to hear his last call, which was when Forrest first started on the line. They unbanned him, so Forrest got to talk to him, and you can hear about all his wonderful sexual experiences with
God. Yeah, I think I remember that one.
Oh, I gotta go look for that one. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, Forrest's first question was, is God a top or a bottom?
Ooh, perfect.
Yeah.
But I think because of nature of God, he can be both. He can actually be logically both the top and the
Simultaneous.
bottom.
Well, he is
Yeah,
he is 3 parts in a one, so he can probably
Right.
do at one time.
He can be top and bottom at once. But basically, this guy doesn't. I mean, he just kind of ignores this entailment. That if your prayer comes true only if it's aligned with God's will, that means that all the suffering that's happening in the world is because it's in alignment with God's will. So it's an obvious logical entailment, but he keeps on evading that, and he gets to where he's basically saying that atheists are kind of worshiping themselves, and your God, which is you, right? So he's trying to he doesn't get the fact that he's straw manning. He really tries to avoid this. He claims he's strong manning, by which he means steel manning your position. So he goes on with, your God, which is you, can stop the immeasurable suffering. That is your position, whether you divert from it being brought to the light or not. You cannot argue against someone or something unless it is not meeting your judgment of right or wrong. And this is where I think he's trying to kind of get into the moral argument, that atheists don't have morality and whatnot. You're the antithesis, I guess that's what he's trying to say, of whatever position you're arguing against. Just because he says so, you believe you could and can govern this existence better than the creator, and you judge God as decreed. So this whole thing is just him just creating this straw man argument that has nothing to do with anything that I've said, which is only, focused on the idea of, what happens when a prayer doesn't work.
He's got to get his it's on his cheat sheet, his preach sheet. To me, that just sounds something you'd sort of get if you hit random Jordan Peterson type bullshit generator.
I feel like he has this kind of like script of an argument that he uses, and it doesn't matter what argument I would have had.
Well,
he would have just said the same thing.
Well, I guess like most pre-suppers will do that, have some kind of script, a flowchart to follow.
Yeah, I mean, at the base of this is, a pre-sup argument, that God is right because, God is right kind of thing. But yeah, I kept on kind of going at him on this, and he just wouldn't shift from it.
Wasn't there a large study done by a religious foundation? Something I forget
multiple studies.
Yeah, where they found that if you tell the person they're being prayed for, they actually get worse.
Yeah, and if you don't tell them, it's the equivalent of indistinguishable from not praying for them.
Yeah.
So, because I think they worked out that if they, you think you're being prayed for by a bunch of people, then you're more likely to, trust God and not your doctor. You go, trust your damn doctor.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, this is one of those things where it is actually falsifiable, the claim, the claim that prayers work. It is 100% falsifiable.
Yeah.
You can set up controlled experiments, and people have, and multiple, right? Not just one, but multiple, and also funded by Christians. I think it's the Templeton Foundation.
Yeah.
Which
you can also. So
Yeah,
you can do those. You can do those double-blind style experiments. You can also do epidemiological studies where you look at, I think is it Denmark that has their entire medical records for the whole country is available for research. So you're able to have a look, see if there's any difference between the health of Christians versus anyone else, and if there was any difference that isn't able to be explained simply by the fact that you've got a better social group around you, they'd be cheering from the bleachers, basically. But they do bring that up occasionally. Go, oh, you're less likely to commit suicide if you go to church. You go, well, yeah, because you've got people around you. It's not God stopping you from doing it. It's having people.
I wonder if has there ever been a study like not mental health but physical health of different religions? I would imagine that.
I would imagine, yeah. I mean, that's where the epidemiology would come from. So if you're an epidemiologist, those are things that you would, and especially if you're someone of faith, those are things that you would want to look at.
And I mean, I'm just wondering how the Eastern religions would stack up against that, because be interesting.
I mean, Eastern religions, I can't really say much about the religion, but as a social construct, like places like Japan or China, which for the most part were very social influenced, but very community focused. I could see that being a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, if let's say that it is the case that there is some God out there that is helping their followers, so that if they pray, or let's say they don't even have to pray, they're looking out for their people, for their believers. So you would be able to see that there's a certain segment of people who seem to have a much better outcome when they go, get a disease or whatnot. Or even if it's like, certain segment of people that don't get diseases, or don't go into accidents, those things would eventually pop up, I
Yeah.
think over time.
Yeah, you should be able to tell, do Christians do better? Does this sect, do the Catholics do better than the Protestants, or do the evangelical Baptists suddenly stop injuring themselves and, or when they get bitten by a rattlesnake, they get necrosis just like everybody else.
Or like a major disaster, like a tornado or an airplane crash, and you see
that's
that
caused by the gays, of course.
Well, the thing is, like, let's say it is the case where there's a major disaster, and it's just only the gays, right, that are somehow affected. Then you could make that case, right?
But it never is.
It never is.
It's indiscriminate. Everybody suffers.
Yeah, it's a little bit like one of my arguments for God created everybody, and you just go, why is it that it looks exactly like that a child's DNA is a random mix of 50% of his each of his parents' DNA, as if God had nothing to do with it. Like if every child was born with DNA that's completely different to their parents, then you'd go, well, he must have got created somehow, but it's not. It's always the same, and it doesn't matter what religion you are, and is the kid a good kid or an evil kid? There's no difference. They're always the same.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
I mean, ultimately, if there is a God out there that is affecting anything physical, it would show up somewhere. We would be able to, let's say it's actually a God that's actually malicious, and it's actually like hates the people that worship it. Then you would see that, right? You would see that there's certain type of people who are somehow, less likely to survive a cancer, or more likely to get into car disease, car accidents. It would show up, but what we see is randomness, or it's things that are explainable things, with like socioeconomic factors, or where they live. These are actual physical things.
Yeah.
But,
I was going to say, so you've been having this fun with this one. Have you seen the new cat who popped up called Oleg Koi, or Koi Fish Cat?
Yes, I have seen him.
What is it?
Yeah, new troll poked his nose up.
On the AXP.
Yeah. There's a second new troll there as well, but I'll just poke this guy's link up and have a little squiz at this guy. Show Koi Fish Chat. He is an absolute doozy.
But are you talking about him commenting or his videos?
Both. First there was his comments, and then I went and had a look at what he's got for videos, and you're like, ooh. So I reported him for terrorism.
Oh, wow.
I think you have like the background on.
Sorry.
You have the background, or someone does.
I don't. But yeah, if you see that first video with the horn on it,
Yeah.
see what it says, the title?
Jeez.
Yeah, I reported that one.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of repeat audio coming.
Yeah, it's not coming from me. Or it shouldn't
Oh,
be
is
coming
it?
from me.
It shouldn't be for me either.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it either.
Neither am I.
Well, I think it's you. Like the audio is coming on like second time about 5 seconds later.
Me? Is it there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How's that? Any better?
Try again.
Hello?
I can hear you.
I heard some crackling then.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, it might be something with StreamYard.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It
Gotta
just
say, I'm
kicked
not
me
hearing
out.
any echo.
No, you sound okay now.
Yeah,
On mute.
but
I mean, I'm not hearing anything, so it seems normal to me.
QC jumped himself out, so maybe
He
he'll restart.
Yeah, it might be on his end, for all we know.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So
Sorry, Craig, is what okay to post under the UK Safety Act?
I have no idea because I don't know anything about that law.
No, Craig posted something. Oh, reminds me of George Carlin.
Oh. If it's about George Carlin, that might be skirting the line there.
Yeah. Can you?
Okay. Yep. So it was me. For some reason, there was a tab that opened up and it started playing the YouTube video. The live stream. So, all right.
Okay,
So that's
'cause,
why
yeah,
I disconnected and reconnected.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're
All
going
right.
to show that the koi fish chat. So yeah, that's the one. Someone in Washington must bite the dust. The sooner the better. And you're like, yikes! And then the rest of it's in Russian.
Oh,
So
this was like 3 years ago.
yeah, well, that's what is posted up, but it's only got bugger all views. So actually, I'm sure it had even less than that when I was looking at it yesterday. I thought it only had one view on it, but
Some people probably
Yeah.
look them up just to check and see what it was probably posting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yep, that's the one I thought.
But is he
probably inappropriate.
commenting on the AXP?
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's see what he's
Actually, before I get to that one, let me just. So this is a comment a year ago, and
Oh yes. He just started posting back up to it.
yeah. So just like, so I did, and he seems like he was like it was a year ago, and then like 4 months ago he started popping up, and he actually addressed you on it, and then just 4 hours ago he came up on this.
Yeah.
And
I replied saying, "Piss off, moron."
I
'Cause he's
responded
a
and
wanker.
said he can come on, and then he can actually discuss this. But of course, I knew he wasn't going
There's
to.
no point.
I just tell him to fuck off until he's actually got his Nobel Prize.
Yeah, there's no point because he just will declare I'm right and you're wrong.
Yeah, he
And
just
that's-
doesn't understand the whole
it.
concept.
Maybe you only hear about 2 minutes just bitching and saying, I'm right, you're wrong, and leave.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Like I did the math for him and showed that how wrong. Like he's the person claiming that Einstein and every physicist since Einstein is wrong about general relativity. That general relativity is wrong, and only Galilean relativity is correct. Don't worry about the fact that without general relativity, we wouldn't be able to use the GPS satellites that are in orbit. They have to correct for general relativity effects, both gravity and speed.
He thinks that he can explain it, but he won't do any of the math to validate it.
He just pretty much just lays it out as a formula and then won't demonstrate it. That's about right.
I guess this is a different one. I mean, because he actually
Oh, yeah, there it
responds.
is. There's my
Yeah.
eloquent reply.
He responded in multiple different places, and that's why the one I responded to is the one where he says this thing deletes. So yeah, he's in multiple different places. But I mean, the only reason I told him, you can come on, is because I know he won't come on. So it must be someplace else. Oh yes. Oh no, it is the same place. I don't know why my comment didn't. Oh, you know what? They may have deleted it because of like my mention of I think when I mention things like platform or whatever, or especially like Twitter, it'll automatically erase my comments. So
Yeah, it probably doesn't like mentioning Twitter.
yeah, so it went away.
Twit. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
I've been finding that I think it just depends on how many times you've been reported. The trolls have reported this. Depends on, you sort of get semi. They run your post through a secondary auto sensor or something like that. But
They got a couple of filters just waiting to find somebody.
yeah.
So was that guy commenting in the last? I think this is the latest
Fish
video.
Face.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the one
in the last couple of days.
Inside the Mind of a Young Earth Creationist.
Oh.
So it's about 3 down or 4 down.
Well, he's not the guy who said, "Am I a whack job for believing in young Earth creationists or something?"
Oh wait, hold on. Are you saying it's a video titled
Yeah, it's a
Inside
video.
the Mind?
Yeah, just have a look on the AXP list, and it's just a couple down from.
Oh,
current.
has anyone got a paid membership on AXP now?
Chris, what's that?
What is it? Young Earth Creationists, Liars, Lunatics, or Just Lost is the thumbnail,
to see all the members only videos that they post?
and it's not far down.
I don't have a AXP membership yet. I can't afford one right now.
So there he is, Toy Fish Chat.
There he is.
I used to.
Yeah, just go.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm much more willing to like pay for the Deconstruction Zone membership, because I guess you get this cheat sheet when you're a member.
Yes.
That I think might
or
actually
the
be
line
useful.
general membership is much better. The value of AXP has dropped. If they keep taking calls from those two drunk.
I remember watching a video recently about one of them. Yeah.
One guy is in Alabama, and I think the other one is in Florida, and they're just bro.
I thought there were like two Alabama guys like back to back.
It sounds like they've drunk, two bottles.
And they sounded like very much the same.
Yeah, methylated spirits with raspberry cordial. God, it fucking rots the brain.
Yeah, I remember them. Who was that? The one from Alabama. It was Justin and somebody else. Was it Jim? No, it wasn't Jim.
I think it was a good
Forrest.
video, but
Yeah. Yeah, but
But this Fish Chat guy doesn't sort of respond that much.
okay, he just like posts things and runs away.
Yeah, so it's a little bit. It's just like, yeah, we'll be fucked up big time.
Yeah, whatever.
quality of his argument. And you
Yeah, I
just
mean
go,
that's the same
"Oh,
thing as like you'll find out after you're dead.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or he's meaning it in line with the Washington comment, and
Yeah.
which time like I'll report
Oh,
that
yeah,
as well.
That just makes it even more sinister.
Yeah. So
But
he was fun, and
with
then there was
Manny here, so that's where I like said, okay, you can come and actually come on the show and talk about it. And it's like, the whole time I've been trying to say prayers on work, and then he asked, what is the topic, what is your positioned argument? And I repeated the same thing. And this is where, okay, so you're taking a position that praying to your God, which is you, does work unlike the creator. That's your position. And that's
no,
where I
he's
just kind of
honest.
like, yeah, he just doesn't want to argue the actual point. But
That doesn't
what
even
is
rise to the level of a straw man. That's him raking a pile of leaves up and setting it on fire and going, ha!
okay, so basically I tried to like find out if he's actually had a real discussion, and this is where he goes, no such thing as an atheist, you are your God. And this is where I posted this and said, apparently I am a god, kneel before me, you peasants. So I thought that was fun.
yeah. Just throw right back in his face. See how that works.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine if I was a god. Yeah, I mean, I think the world would actually be better than it is now. But
Yeah, with a little bit of sanity injected to
The thing I find which is really strange is this concept that a lot of theists can't imagine a world in which you don't worship something, so they assume and argue vociferously like this twat that that you must be worshipping yourself if you're not worshipping something else. And you go, no, like we don't need a master to tell me what to do. You just go, yeah, he's got this slave mentality that they have to have somebody over the top of them, or otherwise,
yeah, they must read Leviticus religiously.
Yeah, it's a lot of people just can't do when, especially Americans. It's sort of like, no, I've never believed in a God. Oh no, but you must have. No, never have. Never
everybody
felt the need.
believes in God, says the people. It's in the Bible.
And I actually said to one of them, well, my grandmother got a letter from the Pope saying that he was happy that he was fine with me being an atheist as long as I thought for myself. And, oh, no, Catholics, they're not true Christians. It's until they can actually, well, even then, if they could come up with if they could all agree on one version of the Bible or one version of Christianity, even if they come up with, they all agree that one is the one, that's the one, it's still all faith. There's no evidence. And yeah, it doesn't appeal to me.
well, but the other thing is like how they equivocate on the meaning of the word worship. So
Yeah,
if you like something a lot, they think that's worship.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's clearly a very different category of word. You worship your football team is not the same as worshipping a god.
Right.
Yeah.
You might be a complete lunatic fanatic about your football team, but that still doesn't make it the same meaning of worship.
Yeah, I mean, like like the Swifties, or the
you had to bring that up.
Biebers, the people who are really into Justin Bieber. They're not worshiping them. I mean, in a certain, you could say, I mean, in those cases when you're kind of fanatic, it's closer that they kind of worship these people,
It's a
but it's not the
loose.
same as worshiping a divine entity.
Yeah, when you worship somebody or something, in reality, that's kind of a loose definition of worship there.
Yeah, but that's what they want to use to say that,
More a
oh, you
devotion, I would
atheist.
say.
It's the
that's
what?
same. It's the same as faith. The
Yeah.
equivocation of the word faith. You go, well, you
Yeah.
have faith in your wife, and it's a different type of faith.
Right, or science. You
yeah,
have faith in science.
yeah. You go, yeah. Science is the thing allowing this conversation to happen.
I am glad that I am getting worshippers here. Craig,
Yeah.
I think, worships me now.
Well, I had Tuna Man for at least a while, so
That's true.
my number one fan.
Where are my worshippers?
Oh no! And we all worship John and his terrible jokes.
That's true.
Oh man,
It's.
Yeah.
I was gonna. You were all talking about the shooting last week, and in Australia, the sob citizens have decided that they're the ones that are going to take pot shots at the cops.
Thanks, Tuna Man.
Unfortunately, they must go to the range more often than American sob citizens because
Yeah, they're better at it.
they actually hit the cops. Have they found that guy that's been on the
No,
run?
yesterday they put $1 million bounty on him for anyone who not leading to conviction, but leading to information about his location.
Yeah,
That's all you have to do. Tell the
He's-
police where he is, and you'll get $1 million. He shot,
killed a cop.
killed 2 and wounded a 3rd.
Yeah, took
Oh,
off
wow.
into
And then
the
has been
bush.
on
and
the lam for nearly 2 weeks.
They've in Victoria, they're slightly becoming a bit like the UK in regards to edged weapon and blades. They've decided they've been promoting it as a machete ban, and they got 40, bins made up where you can drop your machetes in and all this sort of thing, and it only cost $30,000 each bin. But yeah, they're supposedly going to ban all machetes. But you actually go into it, and it's just like any other weapons. In Australia, we have a thing called the Governor and Council's Exemption Order. And for you go around to whatever state you're in, you look Governors and Council Exemption Order, and okay, no, you can have a machete. Here's the exemption rules, and you just have to make sure that you carry this bit of paper and say that it's for agriculture. And you must use the word agriculture, because that means you can have it. If you say gardening, the cop could take away your machete. But again, who the fuck's going to walk around wearing a machete or trying to hide a machete down there?
Well, you don't need to hide it. Just they jump out and swing them around and just go,
It's
cane knives.
I'd much, having been hit with a machete, I can say it hurt, and thank God the idiot didn't know how to sharpen it. But being hit with a cane knife, no, you're going to lose digits. You're going to lose cane knives are so much more dangerous. But I don't understand. None of these criminals know how to put an edge on a shovel. You get a grinder, you put an edge on a shovel, you could walk down the street with the shovel over your shoulder. That's that's fine. But if you make that edge on the shovel sharp, that's a maul. You can actually, that's a medieval weapon. You can really do some damage there.
Yep.
But they all want to be mall ninjas. They're buying all the wiggly type blades and everything. It's all weird. But yeah, all you have to do, that's why I tell people, you've got to know the law instead of whinging at it. Because when I first saw that machetes are being banned, it's shit. Another one? Oh, hang on. No, it's
Okay, wait. The Q-tips. That is a good one.
Q-tips.
That winner chicken
This is
dinner.
from wonder what religious name QC worshippers would have. Q-tips.
We are the Q-tips. Bow down to us.
So, by the way, this
We've got to get
So
on
kind-
our all. No knees. No getting on the knees with the Q-tips. We get on all fours.
this guy Kevin Jensen was trying to create this really stupid, potential syllogism for God, and his argument was really funny. Like one of the reasons why he wouldn't come on
Ooh.
is
Kevin,
I have
hey.
only 300 subscribers. What?
That's
name-
300. That's 10 minutes underwater, Kevin.
Yes, it is.
Oh, what? Really?
That is who he is.
Kevin Jensen, yes.
Really?
That is him. That's his name.
Oh my gosh. He was like on here just being completely stupid.
Yeah, he is. He's the guy I was talking about who is a gay fellow who took a... John heard us talking about him and decided, better join. Yeah, but yes, that's the guy.
Oh, that is funny.
Oh, small world there.
Hello,
so he
John.
was, so he was like coming up with this like premises. One is that if naturalism is true, then all
Oh.
phenomena, including
John's
consciousness,
here. I didn't know
are
he popped in.
fully
Hey, Al.
reducible. Oh, great. I have some stuff for him. So, hey, John, how's it going? Welcome to the Q-tips.
Oh, he just lost. We lost him again.
Oh, wait.
There we
I-
go.
Hold on. Sorry.
Come on, man.
I
Get
think,
in, get
I
in.
think you and I were.
Yeah.
That's.
I added him, and then he just took him off and said hello, and then we just add and dropped him again.
He doesn't like you
Hey,
anymore.
John.
If you're
Sorry
all
about
of that
that.
upset to see me, I'll just go. Oh.
So, John, you're just here for Kevin Jensen, the 10-minute underwater Kevin Jensen.
Oh,
Do you
yes,
remember him?
hello. So what's going on with Mr. Kevin Jensen?
So he made this. He was like on Twitter, and I didn't realize that this is the same guy. But he was trying to like create these syllogisms for the existence of God.
Okay.
I did not put that up. It comes up as.
Was that you, blog?
It comes up as.
I know
it
nothing.
Comes up as me. so ultimately he got to this comment where he was kind of like, I guess, upset that there were people kind of on my side, quote unquote, which is, obviously the side of reason. So he said, we have to get past premise one, and it's like pulling teeth with these followers of challenging your beliefs, which
Oh
is kind
my.
of funny.
We're
With
followers
what,
now.
What Craig was saying about us being the Q-tips. So
Yeah.
I posted this. Apparently, I have followers. I don't know. Feeling cute might start a cult later.
We're just doing that right now.
I know.
Oh, hail the Q-tips.
I am one with the Q-tips. With the Q-tips, I hear
Oh.
clearly the truth of the universe.
Q-tips is going to drive Flojo mad.
Yes.
Gonna drive
Oh,
him
yeah.
absolutely insane.
You know
Wait,
what?
So
Now we
did
kind of have
Kevin
to.
actually call into the AXP?
Yeah, years back. Just have a look for 10 minutes underwater. AXP. He got absolutely demolished by Matt Dillahunty. Just
Oh.
Well, but I
destroyed.
mean,
See
does
that.
does he still call in?
No, he got
No.
No, he got
Like-
banned, I think.
dozens of accounts immediately afterwards, and like yeah, the list was long of the accounts he created. But yeah, he's the guy who, yeah, at the time was still living in the same trailer park by the side of the freeway that he grew up in, where his parents lived.
That is.
And he
Oh,
was
that's what, and
Glorious.
he actually mentioned that in the videos.
no, I tracked
Oh,
him
this
down.
is the Kevin. Oh, you did. Oh, you tracked him down.
He did, having spent 9 weeks or so in and out of caravan parks.
That's him, Kevin,
It's
Oregon.
fucking awful. Like, if you grew up in a caravan park, you're going to come out. You're going to come out disturbed or really mental. I'll shut up.
So one of the things I did want to go over, like last night, I just like found this kind of trove of different, I guess, memes, which I really thought was funny. So I just posted a bunch of them. And so now that John's here, I do want to go over some of them.
Oh,
So-
please and thank you.
So, Mom, where do babies come from? Yeah, Mary, where do babies come from? And this one, I think Ook, you responded to.
That is one of my
That's
favorites.
perfect.
That is
Not
one of my
everyone
favorites.
got it, by the way. Oh, and this one, and this was from a while ago, where they're saying you're an idiot, and I hope you don't vote. The irony is when someone writes "you're an idiot."
You're an idiot. Yes.
And this Descartes, when he finds out that people who don't think also exist.
Also exists.
My shrink told me to write letters to the people I hate, then bury them in the backyard. She didn't tell me what to do with the letters. Of course, I recycle the letters, because I'm not a monster. I recycle them.
That's right.
Yes.
This is I liked because I do this a lot. My new favorite word is apparently. It can make anything sound sarcastic. He's intelligent, apparently. So I do this a lot. So this one resonated with me.
Yeah.
This one is not a pun, but I miss Kansas. I miss the rains down in Africa.
Yes. Yes. Perfect.
Yes.
I like that
Toto.
one. I just had a physical. Doctor said, don't eat anything fatty. I said, like bacon and burgers. He said, no, fatty, don't eat it.
Don't eat anything. Oh, these are good.
Yes.
Helen Keller and her beloved cat, Nicholas.
Come on.
Oh, now we're getting.
That's pretty dark.
Oh.
Oh, by the way,
No.
have you seen this video?
Oh no. not yet.
I don't know if this was.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have two questions for you. First, after your phone call with Ukrainian President Zelensky today, do you plan to speak with Russia's President Putin in the near future?
What?
If you will speak with President Putin in the near future.
I will be. Yeah, I will be. We're having a very good dialogue. I settled 7 wars. Very much.
I mean, just imagine like having Melania
Yeah.
translate for him.
That was.
And just imagine what would have happened if this happened if Biden did that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the MAGA
No,
would
they would have lost their minds.
they would have
Oh,
just
yeah.
blown up. But this
This-
is,
the
I
whole-
mean, I guess you
this
could
country
say
was
like
moved.
maybe his hearing is going bad, but I mean, it didn't look good.
Yeah.
But the MAGA don't care.
No, they
Anyway, back to the fun. Your wife says you never buy her flowers. Is that true? To be honest, I never knew she sold flowers.
don't. Da.
But the follow-up is never buy flowers from a monk. Only you can prevent
Prevent.
forest fires.
That
Yes.
served.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is terrible.
Oh wait, we have Korak on. Hello, Korak.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can hear you. So
Excellent.
I did let
Yeah.
everyone know to anticipate you.
My coming has been foretold. Excellent.
That's right.
Prophecy
Would rather
fulfilled.
not talk about
Yes.
that.
Yep, prophecy fulfilled. I am the chosen one, the Korak the Bard, your favorite bard, and the god of whimsy.
Now,
By the
if you're
way,
the
I
chosen
I like
one,
that.
if you're the chosen one, doesn't that mean that your name is Duncan MacLeod?
No, that's this whole other guy
Connor.
with a whole other different lore. Like
Okay.
it's got swords and beheadings. Like I'm a very peaceful guy. You don't have to behead anybody to get head.
However, I would like to give you 2 points for understanding my reference.
Connor. It's Connor, mate. It's not
Besides-
Duncan.
Well, so it was either Connor or Duncan, depending on whether or not you took the movies or the TV show as one lore or 2 separate lores.
Oh yeah, I could not get into the series, so I'm
Fair
the
enough.
movie guy.
So I
we
guess in this
still
particular, so I guess in this particular case, referring to Duncan would have been a deep cut then.
Yeah, which is a reference I understood. Like, yeah, I'll do it again.
Are we still allowed, if we want to behead people? Can we still?
Only if you're the one.
Against it. You know?
I'm an atheist, so I don't have any moral grounding. So I
No,
yeah,
that's good. Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That works for a highly functional psychopath. Yeah.
Well, so I
That's
know
me.
we kind of like went right into this, but the reason that the way I ran into Korak was because I was like going back and forth with this guy, our Reverend R.
Oh, right,
Alexander.
the good Reverend. So yeah,
Yeah, the
I'm
good Reverend.
very curious. I'm very curious to hear your take on him because I have my own take.
Okay.
I'm literally in the middle of editing a video about him, and it's one of the most wholesome ones I've ever made. So I can't wait to show you. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'll
Just
definitely
sorry,
be.
Reverend,
Yeah.
is he Church of England or some sort of Protestant? Is he?
Okay, go ahead. What's your answer? Because I haven't answered that. I don't know if it's going to match your answer.
Well, I mean, his handle is New Ecclesiastes, and he has some books, I guess, and I mean, he seems
Calvinist?
like a real reverend, but
Anyone with
So-
a dog collar, I really, yeah. I even when I used to go and have drinks with the brothers after I left school, they'd all take their dog collars off. Anyone caught, any clergy caught walking in to the public bar with a dog collar on had to shout around for the bar. So
yeah. So this whole thing started when he posted this, that God isn't a crybaby, which I thought was funny, because all of the
That's the
Bible
whole-
is really
Yep.
it's God being a crybaby.
Particularly that the Old Testament.
Yeah,
Just
where he
hissing and moaning non-stop.
he drowns the whole planet because he's a crybaby.
He broke his
so-
own creation because somebody didn't do what he told them to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
He broke everything. He stomped, he threw his toys on the ground and stomped up and down on them.
Yes,
and then dealt with things with a flood of emotions.
And so I tried, I was kind of saying, and I wasn't really being my usual acerbic self, but I kind of said, okay, I mean, unless he doesn't exist. And
Oh shit! Oh, you pissed him off. Oh, damn.
well, and he said he engages with thoughtful atheists all day, and I'm not one of them.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
And this is where I invited him to say, okay, I am very much thoughtful. And if you are sincere in having a discussion, that he can come on. And this is where he said, I'm doing Korak the Bard tonight.
That's where you
I
got it.
don't know you. Tone it down and communicate for a while, and I'll think about it. Coming off as an ass.
That's pretty haughty there.
So that's where I looked you up, and I realized, oh, okay, I actually follow you, or we follow each other. So that's where
Oh, God.
I started interacting. But by the way, so why don't you kind of introduce yourself? Because you're not just on Twitter, but you also have an atheist. You have a YouTube channel, right?
I do, and while I'm thinking of it, I'll just pop that in the chat there so
Yeah,
that all
if you could.
half a dozen of us or whoever's watching can see that. So yeah, I run Atheism 101, and oh man, you caught me in the rare position where A, I'm blackout drunk, and B, I have to defend this guy because he's actually worth defending, and I'll get into that in a minute.
Oh,
But I spend a lot of time debating theists usually the rabid MAGA Republican types where I'm just farming content because they'll say something crazy like, yeah, I'll fucking kill my dog if it's going to serve my family. Like, okay, yeah, good. That smile for the camera, man. You know, I put all that online and then I'm going to write a song about it, how terrible you are. That's why I'm a bard. So
Wait, this isn't the one? Sorry.
that's it. Yeah, that's my channel.
Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I am literally a blue-haired, blue-skinned, red-bearded demon from Baldur's Gate 3. So, all right. So Reverend Brandner, I would call him one of the good ones. And I know that sounds very vague and probably terrible if you like consider whites versus black, where somebody would be like, oh, you're one of the good ones. Like, oh, well, then you're a racist. Well, yeah, right. So I'm used to conversing with rabid, religious nutjob Christians, and he is not
when you
that.
get a sane one, it's rather nice. Like
Exactly.
we have
Like
Craig, the made
he's an
Scotsman here.
Exactly. He's an honest interlocutor. He doesn't duck and dodge. If I ask him a poignant question, he pauses to say, oh, yeah, let me think about that. And the problematic parts of the Bible, he's like, yeah, that's problematic. So he's a very honest guy. So I have nothing but praise for him. And,
Wow.
I told him this in our last conversation. It's like that conversation between Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen in 40-Year-Old Virgin, where he's like, you know how I know you're gay? It's like, you know how I know you're an atheist? Because you just told me that the Bible doesn't matter and that the resurrection doesn't matter and that judgment isn't a thing. And that if you want to believe in God, that's okay. But if you don't, you can still be a good person. Like, you have exhibited none of the traits of Christianity. But what he says is he's not a Christian. He's a follower of Christ. So I'm like, well, that's a difference without a distinction. And he's like, you know, that's a good point. So he wrote an article about me. I'm literally in the middle of editing a video about him. And we have a very Reed Richards, Dr. Doom, we're on opposite sides, but I see where you're coming from. And we have a very cordial relationship. So I think 5 years from now, maybe he'll be an atheist, or at least he'll be like, already his beliefs are in such a place where it's like, okay, I feel like you're following the path that I took towards atheism, where you're like, okay, maybe this part of the Bible doesn't mean what it says. And that's the whole start of the crumbling of it brings an avalanche. So as far as it relates to my friend here, capturing beliefs, I'm sorry, how do I address you, host?
Oh, you can just call me QC.
QC. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Yeah, you were a little too spicy for him. He's a milquetoast guy, but if you really want to engage with him, he is an honest guy. So if you want me to put in a good word and be like, hey, he actually does want to have an honest debate or a discussion or whatever, I'll talk to him, because he's a very reasonable person.
Yeah, and just to be fair, on Twitter and in comments, and as I have on my pinned tweet, that I am pretty spicy, quote unquote spicy. So, but in here,
What the fuck does that make me then?
you're beyond spicy. I don't know
where
what.
does that leave me?
California Reaper.
Yeah. That's
but
what you get when you're born in a pub. Yeah.
John is basically figging.
What is that?
Figging?
Not in the rigging.
Oh, if you don't know what figging is, you're in for a surprise.
Oh dear boy.
Or the
John,
song "Rigging in the Rigging."
No, it's getting a piece of ginger and stuffing it up a horse's butt to make them dance. And plants. It makes crappy old horses look like they're spry and healthy. It was a way of selling horses, that were bad quality
Nice.
to do it. But yeah, you can do that.
It also means having a wank.
Apparently, it is appalling.
So when you buy horses, you have to check their
Their
bum,
butt.
I guess.
Well, I don't know if it gets done too often these days, but yes, it was basically a way of sort of doping.
I see.
That it makes them look.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've actually seen a horse that had that done. And
Wow.
the eyes almost pop out. It's sort of like, oh yeah, right, I'm getting a fist up my ass again.
Yeah.
And it takes about a minute, and they do perk up a bit.
Yeah,
I
you'd
don't
be
know
hopping
why
around
the
as well.
stockmen did it. I think they were just full of piss and having fun on the camp night. But yeah, it was sort of like, what the fuck are they doing? Oh, what? Okay. I think it had something to do with the horse had thrown 3 of the stockmen, and they were pissed off with it, or something like that. But yeah, a little knob of ginger up it.
Oh my!
Thank God they didn't have any bloody ghost
Spicy.
chilies or anything.
Well, whenever somebody tells me, "Oh, you don't want to know what that is," I automatically assume it's ass or puke or bodily fluids that is above and beyond the normative experience. So I'll take your word at it and be like, "Yeah, I really don't. I really don't."
Yeah.
Because, somebody
it's one
told
of
me to
my-
look up Smegma and Blue Waffle and Lemon Party. So yeah, I don't need to know any more things. I'm good.
It's one of my tasks in this world is to help my wife understand terms like this.
At least you got.
Okay,
it's
so
prototype.
so I don't know exactly what Blue Waffle is. I have enough of a gist of it that I don't want to know.
You don't.
So-
Exactly. So
So
yeah,
have
if you
you
follow my
told your
guidelines,
wife, Blarg, have you
Well,
told your wife about Blue Waffle?
No,
If-
that one hasn't come up yet.
Okay.
I did
If you-
explain what a reverse kangaroo is.
That I don't want to know.
Oh no, it's not too bad. It's where you sit backwards on a toilet and you take a dump. You put a big skid mark down the front of the toilet, and then
Doesn't
when
sound too
she
bad.
goes in there to have a look, at you just go, "How the fuck did that happen?"
I love how
Um,
only the highest quality of topics will ever be discussed here on this channel.
Yes.
right? Just think of it.
Well,
Right
I'm
now,
just-
there's a couple of schmucks discussing the Bible.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that there's actually a word for that.
First kanga.
Yeah, that someone would actually
It
do
actually got it might have got coined by some twats in an episode of Big Brother because
Oh,
they
okay.
did it in that to
Uh,
annoy the
The
ladies.
ones on the
I think
Gold
it was like
Coast.
first season. They
Yeah.
also did greyhound racing, which was pretty good too. They had some, the caps or the wire cages that go over the top of a cork in a wine bottle. And you undo them like a champagne cork. Yeah, put those over your willies and run around. Greyhound racing was what they were doing. You go, righty.
what will people do for a little bit of fame?
Yeah. Sorry.
But going back to on topic, so this particular channel, this YouTube channel, I had set up really as a way to have an actual civil discussion, because initially it started with comments on the Atheist Experience YouTube channel comments, where people would essentially insult each other, and some of the things were really horrific. But my thought was that, for these people who are trolls, if you get them to where you are talking to each other, that there would be a more civility, and people could then have kind of a real rational discussion. So that was a thought, and that's how I started it. So within this channel, when I do have guests, we are, very cordial and civil, and we don't shout people down and all that. As much as possible, we have John. So
yeah. I felt the eyeballs. I felt the eyeballs.
he is definitely much more passionate about some of these topics. And to be fair, I mean, there are some topics where I think passion is merited, but for the most part, we want to have kind of a rational civil discussion. So that's what this is. So if the Reverend does come on here, it'll be very different than the back and forth that he had on Twitter. Even though he hasn't seen me at my worst, in that little exchange. I could have been a lot worse. So if
Well, let
he's
me
kind of,
I
Yeah.
even stopped swearing for some guests.
let me ask you though. I mean, he doesn't have a problem with swearing, but I'm curious. Let's say that he does show up and you have your time. What is the plan of attack, or like what do you want to accomplish with this guy?
so I mean, the thing is, like, this is also not like a debate platform. So I don't come here trying to, like, grill people and all that. It's just really to have like I said, a real discussion. So it's a back and forth, right? Just asking questions and then responding to that. And I mean, ultimately, we are here to challenge the other person to say, okay, what about this point? What about that point? And, the expectation is that they would, respond to that and make a counter argument. So it'll kind of, like, let's say he did come on, we would obviously talk about, the existence of God, and it could be a lot of different things. We could talk about the Bible, what the Bible says, contradictions in the Bible, whatnot. So it could be a whole different things, but it would be a discussion where we, give the other person a chance to make a point. We respond, and again, we try not to over talk the other person or shout them down. And I don't think I've ever muted someone, except maybe like one time when I think things were just getting kind of out of hand. But
That guy just came on and he had a script to read, and it was preaching, back and forth. So yeah, he only muted one guy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Normally though, because we've had some great ones, because there was the guy who came on to talk about capital punishment, that ended up taking 2 weeks to get through, because we got stuck on his philosophy first week before we actually got to the capital punishment stuff the second week. And just for interest's sake, I think I speak for everyone, we loathe the idea of capital punishment. So it was a very very good conversation, that one. And there was also the young fellow with his doing his theology PhD.
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Well,
Alex?
Alex, yeah.
Yeah, has
he
anybody
was
seen or heard
great.
from him?
Yeah, no, I see him. It seems like he's not interested in coming back and finishing his argument. So
yeah, I suspect he sees that he's not going to make any headways. But it was a good conversation, very very polite. Nobody yelling at anyone, and listening to each other's points.
I honestly like learning about all the different religions out there, and especially all the different flavors of Christianity, because it's just, we don't have that in Australia, or we never used to have that in Australia. And, we got rid of one, and there's no return on Ken Ham, so you're stuck with him.
Damn it.
It's one of those things of, how can one religion break into 45,000 different versions? It's quite amazing. From a social, I still haven't found my teeth yet, Vlad. From a social anthropological view,
That's a mouthful.
It's really interesting to me. I love learning about that sort of stuff, and and also what makes them think that they're correct.
Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to get going in a moment. I've got that birthday that I was talking about at the beginning to head off to.
All right.
I was just going to quickly share share that. Wait.
Oops. Sorry.
Oh,
What is this?
you don't want to know.
It's the Turd Burger.
The turd burgers.
Good.
God, you missed this entirely.
That is disturbing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What?
It's pretty realistic.
Every single part of that is sweet and delicious.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, it is disturbing that you have both ketchup and mustard. That is horrible.
I
Oh,
know.
Sauce.
Oh,
Not ketchup.
give me a second, guys. I gotta let it out.
Shit.
I'm not gonna lie. The ketchup and the mustard part was not the most disturbing part for me.
Weird. Yeah,
All right,
it's funny.
Bart, you have a good party, mate.
Funny how that is. And I'll just leave you with this last one that's completely unrelated.
I mean, FYI, I don't think Korak knows, but that's not really a turd.
Am I looking at?
That is my legs.
What?
So
Holy
you-
shit!
I'll let you see if you can work out what the hell happened there, and I'll explain next week.
you're wearing really tight sweatpants.
Those are bear legs.
Ah,
No, that can't be because you're. I don't know that you're a werewolf.
Yeah, I'll
Werewolf?
fill it in
Werewolf.
next week. But I got to go, guys. So
right.
Okay.
yeah, good
All right, see
to
you, Clark.
good to meet you, Korak, and yeah, I'll check out your channel.
Well, thank you. And maybe there's a video in the future about werewolves. We'll see.
All right, okay,
Oh.
cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Yeah, it was
Those
missing the
are-
Vegemite.
His
Yeah,
leg.
I reckon he's done the mowing, and it's all the grass that comes up because, yeah. Speaking
God, I
as a
hope so.
strategically shaped orangutan, that does happen to me occasionally.
I do hope there's a very reasonable explanation because it's either that or something way worse.
Got the hormones mixed up.
No, lycanthropy is a very reasonable explanation.
So, Korak, so for you have that YouTube channel, and I just want to kind of get a sense of like what you do on there. Do you have people interview people then?
Yes, I'm glad you asked, friend, because your favorite bard, Korak the Bard, is the host and proprietor of Atheism 101, youtube.com/@antitheistsuperstition. And what you're going to get when you go there is parodies, satires, and interviews of the worst theists, as well as Rumble participants. And if you don't know what Rumble is, it is YouTube for people who forgot how to not use swears and slurs online. So what you get is me making fun of Christians for the most part and doing the odd political satire and parody song. And also, if you go to my Patreon, I will write you your own theme song gratis, as per yours truly. So, yeah, I've got the Atheism 101, the Patreon site, and the Ready to Rumble podcast, where we delve into Rumble, which is just a terrible, terrible place. So it's basically like watching Fox News so that you don't have to.
So when did you start doing that?
About a year ago, I decided to get into like YouTube stuff just as a hobby and make political commentary. And then I got serious about it about a year ago when people started paying attention. And I developed my own kind of shtick. So yeah, I'll just what I used to do was look for Christians or theists to interview and make fun of. But now they kind of come to me. So the last two subjects I've had, one was a video game reviewer / developer who put his own daughter in a video game about child trafficking. And a video that I've got coming out is about a guy. He got kicked out of college because he posted a bunch of flyers saying it's okay to be white while dressed as the Joker. So they come to me. I'm somehow a magnet for these people. So they show up in my life and I'm like, look at this fucking loser who just threw his life away on whatever the hell this is. So that's been the main thrust of it. And when I am not doing that, I'm looking for people to interview like the Reverend. But most of the time it's not like my interview with the Reverend. It's like with a guy named Daniel McCoy, who will brazenly brag about threatening to murder a puppy in front of his child to teach it a lesson. So again, I find the worst of the worst, and I just point and laugh at them, because what the fuck else are you going to do? You're not going to reason with these people. So, my route is vicious mockery.
Wow. How did you end up growing your channel, or how do you grow your channel?
I make my videos and I advertise them on Twitter, and I try to, network with people. That's basically it. There's no, I don't know if there's a magic bullet to that, but I will say make content. So as you're a growing channel, your videos don't have to be perfect. Just make something and put it out there and say, hey, I'm doing this thing. Because that puts more content out there. You've got to deal. It's kind of like Hollywood, where you've got to deal with agents and sleaze and this and that. If you're on YouTube and you want to have a larger channel, you have to deal with the algorithm. So just put content out there, make it as best as you can, but you have to keep yourself visible. So I try to put out something every week, whether it's a short or a song or a trailer or a full-length video. And my full-length videos are like 20 to 30 minutes. So I try to do that at least once a week.
Yeah, and for me, initially when I started like adding in content, like creating like separate videos, but I just didn't have the time to keep doing that. So I've just kind of kept up with doing this live stream, which is easier, right? Because it's just us kind of, just talking. So this has been kind of a regular thing, and for the most part, I'm not trying to necessarily grow the channel. This is just a platform for the few of us who just kind of get together and talk. But maybe at some point in the future, I can focus on trying to increase the subscribership. But right now, that's not really that important to me.
If you're just here to hang out, that's totally cool. There's plenty of channels like that. So, yeah. But I just, I stopped by because you invited me, and we've had a few interactions on Twitter, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you got a YouTube channel, you're doing stuff. So, yeah, it's all good.
Well, thanks for coming on. You should actually come by and or listen to my next guest next week, the Orange Unit, who's like I think he's a reverend or a pastor, so he's Christian. So we started having a pretty good conversation at the beginning of last week, but he's also an EMT and he got called to an emergency.
Yeah, I saw that. So is that going to be more of a debate? Like, do you know what his position is?
No, just again, it's just kind of a discussion, and he had started by looking at my moniker and saying, oh, challenge your beliefs. So you're only going to challenge if you disagree. And we kind of went back and forth. So I said, okay, why don't you just come on in and we can talk about it. And do you guys remember how we started last week with him? I think we were just basically going over sort of
well, we also talked about intercessional prayer and all that too as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah, which is kind of interesting. And by the way, just to be, Craig, thank you for asking. My dad is, I think I mentioned last week that he's out of the hospital, and right now we're just trying to find a place for him, like a long-term care for him. And it's just, within the US, I think a lot of the people who know some of the kind of healthcare and nursing home situations in the US, it's a rough, it's hard to kind of navigate some of that. And so, yeah, we're just trying to find something. I don't remember if I mentioned it, but we did have a place for him, but they actually rejected admission because of his dementia diagnosis. So apparently because of the dementia, even though they have a dementia program, they wouldn't accept him because of the type of dementia he has. So it's still a challenge, and we're just working through that. But yeah, thank you for asking.
Hey, Q.
Yeah.
My recent experiences may yield some overlap in knowledge. If you ever have any questions or anything, there's some definite do's and don'ts that people might not realize. So
okay, yeah, I'll send you an email and maybe
we'll pick up the ball. The number one thing, especially with your dad having any kind of dementia, is on your end. Every time you talk to a representative of the nursing home, the hospital, just keep some kind of a logbook. Because nurses, especially hospital staff, they work their brains off. They're fantastic people, many of them, but they work long hours. They see countless patients, and they don't always record things in as timely a manner as they should.
Okay.
No, nothing nefarious, nothing underhanded. Just fallible human beings being fallible.
Yeah.
That's the number one piece of advice that I'll shut up now.
Okay. No worries. Yeah. So Korak, we do cover like a lot of different topics, and including politics, but some of it is about kind of some of our happenings in our personal lives.
I gotcha. And I'm sorry that you're going through that. My father passed just last year from stomach cancer. So, I get it, man. It sucks. So sorry to hear that.
All right.
But with that, sorry to interrupt, but that is my exit. And I was
okay.
Let me turn that frown upside down, because Craig Kelly and Tilting Windmill said that I have a wonderful voice for radio, and I do voiceovers. I am a professional voiceover artist. So if you enjoy your favorite bard, go to youtube.com/anti-superstition. Or go to my Patreon at patreon.com/Korak the Bard. And if you want to get a lot more intimate and personal, look out my OnlyFans under Just Jerkin. But that's a whole other story, folks. Anyway, kids, I will see you later. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
And I will see you
All right.
next
Thanks,
one.
Korak.
See you again later, man.
Oh gosh.
Game
recognizing game. That was
he is one of us.
Okay. And so who has that in the JPEG? There's two of them, Willie and Spunk. Is that from you, Ook?
Yep, that's me. Can you put them in? Oh, I don't know how. Yeah, that's it.
What the?
So that's your paper mache thing, right?
Yeah, I did that while I was recovering from having an artificial joint put in the neck. So I decided to make a cock to go to parties with.
Sir, you got a lot of balls showing that.
Yeah. I'm trying to see whether
really Tilting. It's not about what you need; it's about what you want.
Yes.
And
this is what you want.
I'll see. Here's the other one. There we are, on the beach where we used to live.
Oops, hold on.
Oh, lake, sorry.
Oh, why is it? Wait, why isn't this? It's showing the. For some reason. Oh, okay, there it goes.
But yeah, I used to take him to parties and everything. It's just something fun to do.
Yeah, so that doesn't look like a 5-foot cock. It looks maybe 2.5.
Now the girl
3
is tall-ish. Yeah,
Close to 6 foot.
Yeah, close to 6 foot.
Oh, really?
The last
Oh,
time
wow.
I saw her. Yeah. But
So
yeah,
that's
used to take
close
him
to
to
3.
parties and he'd get lipsticks covered all over him. I don't know what they were doing to him in the rooms, but the things you do to fill your time in.
Yeah, that gives a whole new meaning to the phrase "sex on the beach."
Or cake by the ocean.
But I think I did rather well with the veins.
Do we need a comment on
Yes,
that?
it is very veiny.
Yeah. Someone said he looks more like a horny Dalek.
Yes!
Be right.
Oh my god! I can't unsee that now. And
we should leave that picture up until you finish the show. That way it will actually be on the screen. Why not? I don't know.
I'll see. All right.
Uh,
Okay. All right. So since we had our guest, I think we can. Oh, let me actually just. I just want to finish what we were doing before Korak came on. Let's see if this works. Okay. They won't. I have to remove this temporarily. I'll put it back on. So the other one is this. So you guys can try it out. And I posted this. This morning. So I hope there's some people who thought it was Friday. This one I think I did think about John when I saw this one.
I didn't have time to jog this morning, but my dear.
This very much seemed like
John,
John.
I love it.
John.
I
Joke.
love it. Hey, Q.
Yeah.
In addition to the other stuff that you wanted to email these to me. I love these.
Okay.
These are amazing.
Is butt cheeks one word or?
Or should I spread them? Yeah, that one I heard.
Okay. This one wasn't very good, but this is along the lines of a John joke.
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah. That was. Oh, I have a pet termite. I named him Clint. Clint Eastwood.
Eastwood. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and this I think is something that both John and I should post this. I want to apologize to everyone for the bad
love
puns.
That is John.
Yeah. That's.
That one wasn't very good. Okay, so I think that's the last one I'll put. The fact that some people can't distinguish between etymology and entomology bugs me in ways I can't put into words.
Oh.
All right, I'll post this one back up. But
let's just
all right.
see how long it'll stay up.
It's a cock and bull story.
Yeah, but yeah, I had to make him waterproof, so I'd use marine varnish on the inside and outside and everything. So yeah, you could actually sit on him, which I found rather disturbing. But yeah,
Yes.
the things
All
you
right.
do. Been a good week, people. Glad I can get back into it.
Good to have you again. Ooh.
Wait, is his first name Jet Set? Yeah, I don't get it.
Rocket takeoff. Any explains coming out from underneath. Yeah, no, I'll make another one.
Have you? Did he join the Mile High Club?
But yeah, a horny Dalek. But I had to give him an eye, and then I thought, I got these red pom-poms here. I'll give him a red eyebrow. And yeah, turned into a horny Dalek.
All righty. Okay, well, this was definitely fun. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens on the thumbnail, whether it gets automatically generated with this or not.
Well,
We'll
here's the
see
whole
how good the YouTube algorithm is on figuring that out.
We'll see.
Oh, we could just say it's a Dalek.
There you go. Just
don't
make
see
sure
how-
that you just make sure in this context you don't put emphasis on the word lick.
Yep. Ugh. Ooh, man. Sorry, I got a visual then.
Ironically, if they take this down, it'll be them giving us the shaft.
Damn it, man!
But,
All right. Okay, I think we can end with that. So thank you very much.
Yes.
According
On that
to
note, like and subscribe.
Put that in the comments. Make sure that everybody sees that.
or look and sub. All right. Very nice. Very nice. All right.
All right, you
That's
degenerates.
all.
We'll see y'all,
Thanks all
we'll see
for
y'all next week.
another fun week. And next week we will hopefully have Orange again, and we'll have a very serious discussion.
Serious.
And
Right.
none of this,
Yes, sir.
none of this Willie discussion. So, all right.
I'll
Okay.
find some other pictures. No,
Oh, maybe. Well,
Well, I did
this
find this
could be like
topic,
a regular thing.
I did find this topic really interesting.
Willie. All right.
Good night.
All right. Good night, everyone. Talk to you guys next week.
Good night, everybody.
Be well.
See you next week.
All right. Okay. Bye.